Peace, Israel. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
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 Hey, before we get started, we want to give all honors, praises, and infinite glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Hashem,
Yahushai,
Shai,
Hashem,
Hashem,
Kodah.
Dash.
Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. Shalom to you, Akim and Akweth. That's tuning in right now. Double honors to apostles and elders of GMS who rule well and teach well, man. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom,
The
Makia.
brothers, Maki and El Nuyum, Glory Free House, H-Town, man. This is just a various topics. We're going to basically flow through the spirit, touch on a little bit of this, a little bit of that, bring out scriptures to match. This is just another flowing through the spirit, man. Nahar, you got that script you want to open up with?
Khan. What the scripture that I first had pulled up is out of First Maccabees chapter 1 and 41. And I wanted to bring this out because everything written aforetime was written for our learning. And if you see the current state of our people right now, they're putting a demonic spirit on our people by telling them to worship these high holy days. Yeah, and their high holy days, according to the world, even though they're not the high holy days of the scriptures, they're called holidays. But that's Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all those wicked holidays that they push on our people. And today is the 31st, so we all know what that means. That demonic spirit is out there heavy, especially today. But this comes out of First Maccabees 1 and 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. Verse 42, and every one should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Verse 43, the last one. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. And tonight is actually going to be the Sabbath from Monday evening to Tuesday evening. And so modern day times, how are they profaning the Sabbath? By the Israelites going out and doing the customs according to the heathens, which Halloween goes back to the Druids, which go back to, out there in Ireland and the Scotland and those demonic areas over there is where they did a lot of rituals at that place called Stonehenge. So a lot of child sacrifices are going to be happening today. A lot of missing children. My rib actually went to the store to go get a few things, and she said that somebody got ran over by a red truck, man. And some old person was just laying there in the middle of the road, and cops were showing up and stuff like that. So that spirit is already out there. Judgment's going out. So these Israelites that are going and following the laws of man, by putting their children through this demonic ritual, just like the ancient world, they're allowing their children to pass through the fire of Moloch. Just because they're not sacrificing them, and taking their life away, doesn't mean that's not what they're doing in the spiritual sense. By allowing them to partake in this satanic ritual. It's exactly what it is.
Because hey, you 2/3 of you heathens, man. Hey, we drinking all from that cup of Edom, man. We all doing his customs, and everybody on schedule, on point with their high holy days, But when it comes to the Lord, when it comes to the high holy days of the Bible, you people just can't get it, man. Y'all think Christmas is the part of the Bible. Y'all think going to church every Sunday is helping you, man. When in reality, you're doing everything upside down in reverse,
Because people can take all the effort to go out and get all these dumbass decorations for their yard, spend all this money on a costume that they're going to wear for a couple hours, but our people can't open up the Bible and read a couple chapters, to edify themselves. So that just goes to show you where these people's priorities are. Ain't no one worried about, serving YAHAWASHI Yahushai. They're worried about, making sure that their outfit on fleek for tonight.
And I actually got a perfect script. This is Hosea 4, and 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. Hey, what's another way you forgetting the law of the power, man? You know, by taking on the customs of the heathen, you know, walking past when you hearing this word, because hey, brothers is out there, man. You know, even we're not out, even if you're not an outside person, we're all over the internet, man, especially YouTube, you
Con.
know, especially Instagram, Facebook. We're on all social platforms, man. You know, so it's impossible now to say, "Oh, well, I ain't get it. I just ain't hear it, or I ain't know anything." Hey, we're in 2022, man. You know, literally everybody hears about the Hebrew Israelites. You know, the Israelites that stand out there on the highways and byways, man. Even if you heard from IUIC or WFI, man, you still heard it in some way, man. You know,
And now all these people that didn't even know about any of those groups, hey, everybody knows about Kanye, so now all these, even though, that's just another puppet and another gatekeeper, people are looking into this truth, or it's coming back to their mind. Oh, that one cousin, long distance cousin that was saying he's an Israelite, and all this and that, all the family was making fun of him and stuff. Now they're all starting to look at him a little bit different, maybe ask another question because this rich man Kanye said it. So man, our
uh,
people are foolish.
um,
And I got one, Aqua, if you don't.
oh, you could bring it out. I got one on hold.
Come on, this is real quick. This comes out of First Maccabees, chapter 2 and 51. Salakia 62. First Maccabees, chapter 2 and 62. Fear not then the words of the sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worms. So don't worry about all these people that are having a so-called good time right now. And Salakia, the brother, before we started the lesson, was having some pretty bad connection problems. So he may be in and out, but Salakia and Thawada for bearing with us. Verse 63, this is the point. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing. Because hey, all the gods of these heathen nations are nothing but dumb idols. They have no breath in them. They can't speak, nor can they save you from these times coming. So hey man, like the excerpt says on the bottom, dark times vastly approaching. Repent, Jacob's trouble and MOTB approaching. And this is what we're pushing at every lesson, Jacob's trouble and the MOTB, which is the last two major prophecies that are coming. One of them, a couple of the last two, but we understand there's a lot more, but those are two major prophecies.
Time. This is Revelations 18 and 4. Actually, I gotta start at 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Hey, because everybody took on the custom of a Babylonian, man. Even other countries, man. You know, hey, the language. That's a good example, man. Because
Oh,
the most common language anywhere you go is English, man. You
hey,
know, English is literally the most common language here on the earth, man. You know, you got anything, King?
Kana, hey, and what just happened in South Korea right now with all those dumbass people that are drinking the Babylonian juice that went out for a Halloween parade? I think the death count is up to 120 now. So it started
Oh
at
yeah, I
59,
seen that.
60, 70. It's been like rising up. So it's at today. I saw it was at 120. People got crushed to death because they were all stampeded and pushed together because there's crowds of thousands. So hey, they weren't doing that in North Korea. North Korea didn't take the Babylonian Jews. They don't like America. They don't like Babylon the Great. So, hey, but South Korea is an ally to Babylon the Great. So, hey, those people are gonna suffer the same drunkenness of the wine of the Babylonians because they drank it, and that's
Con.
I got one on deck, but
Let me finish up this
you
script
got
real
it.
quick, man. And the hey, that's a good example too, man. That parade, y'all taking up the hey, that's Esau Edom holiday, man. So them Koreans, they basically got judged, man. You know, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye may not be that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues." Hey, in the minute of the Lord, that's what we're doing right now, man. Because we turn, hey, once we got into this truth and we fully understand what this thing is about, we fully turned away from Babylon, man. You know, hey, it's still hard because hey, we in these unclean bodies, we still in the flesh, we still gotta deal with our everyday life. But hey, we're trying, man. We're not purposely out there smoking weed or popping pills or wanting to party all the time. You know,
And we can't be perfect, especially for how polluted this society is. Man, you breathe the air, you eat the food, you drink the water. It's polluted.
hey, like you said, it even stand on the concrete, man.
Yep.
Because don't it contain pig what you say carcasses or something like that?
So the calcium, they have to add calcium to concrete so it gets hard really quick. It's a chemical reaction, but the way that they get that calcium is from the extra bones from the slaughterhouses, and it's bones from pigs, from cows, from lambs and goats, whatever they can get. They dehydrate those bones, ground it to a powder, and they ship it off to concrete plants, and it gets mixed in with the concrete trucks as they're driving to the location where they're gonna pour. And so, hey man, you lean your hand on the wall, you walk on a sidewalk, and you're touching abomination, man. So it's impossible to be, justified through the law in this day and age, which is why exactly why we're depending on YAHAWASHI. But it doesn't mean that just because you broke one, you broke them all, so you might as well not follow it at all. That's not what we're saying. You have to follow it to the very best of your ability.
Man. Hey, even the clothes that we wearing on our backs, man.
Yeah, mixed
Um,
fabrics.
and to finish off, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquity. So, hey, this place is so bad that it's reached. Hey, it was a certain line Esau Edom could cross, cut and cross, and they did above and beyond, just like slavery, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not more than a punishment for us, but Esau Edom went overboard. They could have just whipped us and say, build this and that. No, they want to boil us in sugar. They want to cut open our pregnant women bellies and stop on the heads of fetuses. They wanted to go overboard. They really wanted to show them how evil they are, man. Hey, that's why they have to pay for what they have done, man. Actually, that's a Salaki. I gotta get the script.
I get it. Like that 1-2, roughly paraphrasing, where it says, "The wine that wasn't theirs to drink, they have surely drunken." Roughly paraphrasing, because it was according to prophecy, and everything happened according to prophecy. But we as the Israelites, it's not our place to be servants in this, in this world. Even though this is the place where we get our ass whooping, and we do deserve everything we do get, but really, really, this world was created for us, and that's why when the kingdom comes, it's going to be established correctly. And I don't want to say too much to leave the point.
And this is Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. Hey, and we are our forefathers too, man. We are our ancestors, man. Hey, because reincarnation is a thing. So when people hit you with that, well, I had nothing to do with that. It wasn't me. Yeah, it was you. You just don't know it, man. You know, um, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. The con, man. You know, hey, for what y'all did in the past, man, y'all got to get paid, man. An eye for an eye, man. You know. But this is what the king was talking about earlier. I wanted to bring it up, you know.
Dang, the number's up at 159 now. Shit, it was 120 this morning. It's been going up and up since yesterday when it
And it's
happened.
gonna keep going up, man.
Call Allah YAHAWASHI Barakatah
God,
YAHAWASHI.
hey, King, if you can see that, you can actually read it.
Come on, let me scoot a little bit forward. This is Halloween Stampede in Seoul, which is one of the major cities in South Korea, leaves at least 149 dead. That's right. That's what you get for fucking following after the ways of the so-called devil. This is the article attached to it. Seoul, if I'm saying that correctly, October 30th. At least 149 people, mostly teenagers and young adults in their 20s, were killed in a crush with a huge crowd celebrating Halloween surged into an alley in the nightlife area of the South Korean capital Seoul. On Saturday night, emergency officials said, real quick, a further 65 people were injured in the melee in Seoul's, I'm not even going to try to say that, district. Cho Sungbong, head of the Yongsan fire station, said in a briefing at the scene. So, hey, man, there's, rule of thumb, if there's 149 people, dead, double that number for amount of people injured, because, hey, I guarantee the number by the end of this evening, Lord willing, is going to go even higher than that. But we'll see. I got one real quick, Ak. But this is why we tell you these things. This is why we tell you and tell you and tell you. This is why we do these lessons, why we go on the highways and byways, why we post this stuff on social media platforms. Because we have to give that warning. This is the words of YAHAWASHI from St. John 15 and 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin, and that's going into ultimately, Yasharallah, because only the Israelites can sin, because only the Israelites were given the law, statutes, and commandments at Mount Sinai and sprinkled with the blood of the first covenant, so we're the only people that can go off, even though these are heathens and they're going to get judged for doing satanic stuff, but they're not under the law, statutes, and commandments, like the Israelites are, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, even though you are going to have Israelite foreigners in all four corners of the world. I guarantee there was probably a couple Jakes that died in that stampede, because you have the speckled bird Israelites, the Israelite foreigners that are living in those lands. They go back to the seed of Jacob according to the seed of their father. So, I say again, I guarantee, I can say that with a high probability that there was a couple Jakes in that stampede that got killed.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
And that's judgment.
God, definitely judgment, man. This article right here reads: U.S. and South Korean militaries launch biggest ever air drills, man. Ooh, you know what script comes in mind when you see that, man.
Yeah, the weak stand strong, gather together for war.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, and they were only doing those large drills because North Korea started launching missiles over the island of Japan. So if they can shoot something over the island into Japan, into the sea, they can guarantee to hit Japan. If they can go over it, they can definitely go at least to it, which is why they started doing all these drills and all this South Korea, North Korea actually, shot missiles into the DZ zone with this weekend as well. So hey, man, things are getting heated up.
Hey, and things is happening fast, man. I'm talking about really fast and blink of an eye, man. You know,
Yep.
this is Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. So right now, every nation is being prepared, man. You know,
Con,
for that ultimate WW3, man. You know, beat your plowshares into swords and your pointing hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. So basically, get ready, man. Get your arsenal fully loaded, man. You
con,
know, best believe, man. Each and every day they building new missiles and uh different weaponry, you know, different armor, different bullets, you know, for their troops, you know.
like that drone robot dog that got dropped off by a drone, and then it's like a Boston Dynamics dog, but it had a turret on it. You know, it had a machine gun with 650 rounds on it.
Oh
So
yeah, I
hey
think
man,
I seen that. God, hey, they not
con,
just building this stuff because it's fun, man, because it looks cool, because he wants to, you know, take it and put it on the shelf with his collectibles. No, man, you know, and this is definitely not for war. They
con. I don't know
definitely
if you
not
guys
just
can see
using
that.
it for a war against other countries. They using it for jakes and you heathens, man. You know, you civilians. You know, because that's what they really want to target after. That's why all they machine dogs is either leg level or lower, man. You know, things where they
Yep.
know you. Even if you try to hit it with a bat, hit it with a stick, hey,
Con.
that thing could mow you down quicker than you could break it, man.
Let, man, I posted this on my Instagram of the dog. You know how many dumbass, at least two people, and some other people were liking it. Said, "Oh yeah, just EMP it." You fucking dumb jakes. How many EMPs you got in your fucking closet? You know how are you gonna pull one out your pocket and throw one at one? No, man, this ain't fucking Call of Duty. You know, these dumbass jakes is simple, man. They thinking this is a joke, man, and they're not preparing correctly because it just goes to show you their mindset. Oh, just EMP it, man. You're a dumbass, man.
Hey,
Gosh, man,
Jake played too much Call of Duty, man. You
man,
know, they believe they can do that stuff in real life.
gosh,
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord, Yahawashim outside. Hey, so that's what's happening, man. They ain't out huddle. They getting ready, man. Hey, we getting close to something big. Hey, they know the vibrations. Best believe Putin know Yahawashah. They all know Yahawashah coming back, man.
oh yeah,
Best believe, just as we looking at the signs, they are too, man. They don't come out publicly and say this, but yeah, they have translators and people who understand the scripts that say, oh yeah, this and that. They know what's happening, man. You
yep,
know, and they also know there's nothing they can do to stop it, man. No matter how slow you think we're gonna take our time, we're gonna tap out, we're gonna lightly, we're gonna tiptoe this, man. You know,
con,
the whole
like
time you're
that,
walking at warp speed. You
con. There
gotta
was a video that popped out. I want to say it was like 5 years ago, probably even more than that, honestly. But it was a little snippet of the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, how they did a testimony of a guy with a big old suit jumped out of a limo, started looking at their posters, and then was saying, "How did you guys find out about this? We spent billions of dollars to keep this information from you." And then they got back in their limousine and they left. So
Nah,
they
I
best
believe they
believe,
said, I could be wrong, but I believe they said it was Jacob Rothschild. It was one of the Rothschilds or Rockefellers, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong
wow.
though.
Wow. I mean,
Con,
I
yeah,
saw that
hey.
video a little while ago, but I mean, yeah, it's either way. It probably was one of the fucking red children. We know it was definitely some Edomites or Amalekites. So, hey, man, we're telling Jake that these things are coming, and it's not a game. I got one real quick. This is
Con.
Zephaniah 2, verse 3. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh, all ye meek of the earth. And who's the meek? Who's the lowly? Who's the poor? Who's the down and out? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. And what judgment? those curses, starting in Deuteronomy at the 15th verse on down, going into, being in the lowest estate right now, the bottom of the barrel. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. So because YAHAWASHI is going to show out on you 2/3 and you heathens for all the wickedness that you've done, not only in this lifetime, but all the past lifetimes too. Because reincarnation is in the Bible.
Con. And that's why when brothers pray, you gotta pray for the sins you committed in your past lives too, man. Because hey, we don't know what we did, man.
Yeah.
But once we get those new bodies, Lord willing, hey, we're gonna be able to remember everything. And this is 2 Peter 3:9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. And that's the main goal, man, to fish for the elect and try to wake up the you Black Latinos, Native Americans, man. Hey, because at the end of the day, the Most High, he don't want to do this, but he know he has to, man, because y'all not gonna get it. Y'all not gonna get it, man. Y'all not gonna understand. You think we just went into the kingdom and nobody got punished for doing anything wrong, man? Y'all would take everything as a joke, man. Hey, so this has to happen, man. Just like every father does, man. Hey, you gotta get your ass whooped to understand, man.
Hey, and like I always say, man, some of the best lessons are the ones that you learn the hardest, because, hey, man, you're not going to forget how hard it was for you to finally get that moment, that epiphany moment.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. And that's another reason why Jake needs to start repenting, man. This thing can happen literally at any time now. We in that stage now. We ain't no longer in the stage where this is going to happen. This is it's happening, man. The pestilence and famines was already hitting, man. That's why we had shortages on everything. That's why every time we looked out, it was a new disease. What do you think is coming next, man? Now we starting to, because a lot of brothers was bringing out, you remember Nahar, not even within a year, brothers was bringing out a whole lot of famines and pestilence scripts. But now it seems like all brothers is bringing out missiles and Jacob's trouble, man. Yeah. So, hey, we getting close to something, man. And it's a little fact every time it seemed like, brothers stop talking about one thing and they move on to the next scripture-wise, and you really start to see it, man. Yep. Because when the Cranberry 16 came out, hey, that's what we was bringing out, the pestilences. And then when we start talking about the famines and then the full storehouses, apparent empty, that's when them shortages start really hitting, man. And it's still going on to this day. But now brothers is talking about MOT to the B, Wagma, Jacob's trouble, and missiles, man. So what do you think is gonna happen, man? We're literally speeding up, Hey, and that's all through the spirit of power. How about Shimmy outside? Because at the end of the day, we're nothing more than vessels, man. So he's telling you, hey, we on this stage now, man. This was the year of turn up. Hey, and 2 months left, King. Look at this. Not even, because now we're in November, man.
God.
We're going into that winter.
This very well could be.
Hey, this thing is happening so fast. It felt like we just hit October, man. We already in November now, man.
Hey, man. This very well could be that dark winter.
God, hey, we gotta grab it too, man. And let me finish this script up though.
God.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, those missiles, those bombs, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that therein shall be burnt up. Hey, and last night, man, I watched X-Men Apocalypse, you know.
Oh, you did. Nice.
Just
Con.
because I ain't see it in a while, but you know, the King Nahar, he kept
Con.
bringing up every time we used to talk, every time we talk on the phone, hey man. And so last night I said, you know what, let me give it a watch. And everything Apocalypse was saying, it was like it was so
Yeah.
spiritual, man.
What?
You know,
Yeah.
he said, what he say? You no more guns, no more weapons, no more
Yeah.
this and that. Then he told Magneto, rip everything inside out, just wipe everything
Yeah.
out. Hey, that's
And
what
then
YAHAWASHI finna do, man. You know, when YAHAWASHI come, hey, everything's done away with, man. You know?
con. And that also, that Apocalypse guy, he also from X-Men Apocalypse, he's almost like a synonym character to Thanos. They both had the same idea on what they wanted to do because they all get that from the scriptures. You know, they get these ideas of the X-Men, which are X in mathematical equations is unknown variables. So we X-Men are unknown men, are the elect men throughout the whole world that they're really trying to get because they know someday, somehow, that those X-Men are gonna actually get supernatural, superhuman, spiritual powers. That nothing on this earth can stop. And they're scared of that, which is why they do all these different psyops. They do these different put drugs in the ghettos, put atrazine in the water, chemtrails. They do everything to try to destroy Israel. Because they understand that's where the elect are going to come out of. They're not worried about keeping the small hats down. They're not worried about keeping the small hat, big nose people in the ghettos. They gave them a whole country. They gave them, and they're the biggest welfare state in the world. You know, and we got to be extra careful nowadays and when we're talking about them. But it just goes to show you who God's chosen people really are, because I always say this: the way that you identify who the children of Israel are is who fits the curses. If you can't
God,
identify who fits the curses, you can't tell who the people are.
God. Hey, King, hold it down real quick. I gotta go open
Con,
up the door.
Con, you got it out. So, hey, we have to understand that the majority of these people are not going to make it. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they're ultimately going to be destroyed. But we can use that as even like a driving motion to want to do better. If you know your chances are slim, then you got to do more than what you think is enough to make, like the scriptures say, make your calling and election sure. But this is Second Esdras 8:1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. And that few ultimately through the first go around is going to be the 144 elect men, along with the 1/3 out of America, along with the innumerable multitude that's gathered throughout the four corners of the earth. But every nation has a government here. The Asians got a big old army over there. The Edomites over there. The Ishmaelites in Saudi Arabia. They all got their kingdoms. So that is this world created for many, but the world to come for a few. That few is the elect under Yahweh, Yahawashi, King David, the apostles, and then the elect. All in there according to their own order. But that goes to show you this isn't going to be one world inequality. No, it's going to be the one world ran by the Israelites under Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, in righteousness. That is going to be the few.
I ain't gonna be no more false idol. Hey, just like what the apocalypse say, humans in there, your false
Yeah.
idols, your
Yeah.
false gods.
You become so weak. Yeah.
God, man.
Yeah. So
Dang, what was that script, Salaki again? What was that script?
say it.
I
I can
was
look it up.
I was supposed to bring out after
If
I
you give
finished. Dang,
roughly
we said
paraphrase it, I can probably find it.
now
If you
that's the
can.
thing. I forgot exactly. I knew the script, but I finished it out and then I completely forgot,
It's
man.
these
But
bodies out. It's these
hey,
bodies.
yeah, man. Man, Lord willing, man, we
You good.
get those new bodies. But Salak, yeah.
You
Yeah,
good? You
so
good? Huh?
I just put some things up on Russia, and this definitely caught my eye right here. Can you see that, Kane?
Con, Con. I actually posted that same article too.
Hey, that's the spirit, man. you
Con,
know?
man. Let me try to find it.
Hey, and wheat is a huge thing around the world, man, because that's one of the things that every nation used for certain ingredients, man. Wheat is damn near in everything that you drink, you eat, you know. Some important things too, man. So hey, if we can't get this, man, it's really over, man.
Con,
Because already still shortage on chicken and certain foods, man. And
Con.
now if
Russia.
we you
So
got it,
like
King.
it. So like it. I was gonna say Russia canceled that deal because their ships were getting attacked in the Black Sea. Because they had all these made agreements like months before. But since Nord Stream 2 got attacked, the Turk Stream was going to get sabotaged, but they actually caught the people that were trying to sabotage Turk Stream. And then also, they're bombing. It's a city that starts with a Z, but it's the same city that has the hydroelectric dam because Ukraine's trying to create another Chernobyl type event. So Russia said, "Fuck you guys, we ain't giving you shit." Lack of better words. So they're keeping all their grain stores for their own people, and
God.
also trade has skyrocketed with China and Russia going back and forth.
Exactly, putting the squeeze on the whole economy, man.
Right.
Hey, basically where we headed, Karagma is right there, man. Karagma is literally knocking on the front door because this whole thing is gonna collapse, man. You know, this it's gonna come to a point where they're gonna say, "Well, what can we do? What currency? Where can we move forward to so we can all benefit off?" Hey, and that's gonna be Karagma, man, because one, they'll have control of how much money you got, whether it could cut you off on not even just the elites, but you don't think Putin want to have something like that, or the president of China, man? That's technology that everybody will want. They people in power right now will want their hands on because it can do so much. They literally can control you, man. You know,
And what they're doing right now is they're getting everything in the laws. What's the executive order 14067 goes into a digital Federal Reserve digital currency. That's going to go live December 13th. And it could be even sooner, but that's all in the works too. Because what do the scriptures say that he prescribes mischief in the law? Roughly paraphrasing, Esau Edom always likes to write things on paper to make it seem like it's legal and right that he did it. I'll try to find that scripture while you pulling that up.
Khan. I'm trying to get the most recent one because it's some out there, but you know how Esau Edom ain't gonna really think when it comes to things like this, they're gonna leave it for like
Okay.
they ain't gonna try
Oh,
to update it as much, man.
Khan,
But
it's not.
um,
It's not mainstream. It's not definitely not
Khan,
mainstream. Salakia King, I'm
see,
pulling it up right now.
you can see it right here. See, FSOC report on digital asset financial stability risk and regulations.
I got it.
Khan,
Uh,
King.
real quick, Psalms 94 and verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? So he's putting all this mischievous, devilish, satanic, and Satan just means adversary, and devil just means deceiver. So this is an adversary that's deceiving the people by prescribing it by law, which is what he's doing right now.
Con. And you see, man, new reports outline recommendations to advance comprehensive framework for regulation of digital assets. So they basically just getting, like the king said, they're getting the laws ready, they're getting everything set. So once they come out, they could just throw it out there, man. Start setting up the locations, the pop up shops, so called,
Uh,
and they use the jump shot. That was nothing more than just a little test, man.
uh,
And you people that got it, you're definitely taking this Caragua,
uh,
man.
oh yeah, man. They
Because
got nanotechnology swimming inside of them, programming them right now.
man, hey, and remember those laws that I call it them pump fake laws because it didn't really affect us, but it did in a little way where we couldn't do certain things if we ain't have that jump shot. They just wanted to scare us,
Uh,
but nah, these new laws that's coming out, especially with that Caragua, man, they literally gonna say, hey, if you don't take this, you can't eat, and they're not playing, man. You know,
and
literally,
that's
you're not gonna be able to eat, you're not gonna be able to buy or
yeah.
sell, man. Hey,
That's
since
just
I said it, I gotta grab it.
grab it out, grab it out.
Con, and this is Revelations 13, and I'm gonna start at 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So you people that's out there that's not gonna take it, you're most likely gonna end up on the guillotine, freedom camps, and killed off, man. You know? And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So all walks of life, whether you poor, whether you rich, man, to
Gone.
receive a mark in their right hand or their foreheads. And it's that Neuralink or that Charagma, man. You know,
Exactly, man.
no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Hey, so basically, if you don't take, you can't. Like I said, you can't buy or sell, man. And that's in scripts, man. And
Exactly.
they're not playing, man. If you don't take that, if you're not going to take that Charagma, prepare for the hardest hardship of your life, man, because you're literally gonna be out there. If you're not a man of the Lord, man, you're out there gonna be starving, man.
Yep.
you know, hey, you're gonna try and go in trash, and hey, people make fun of the homeless man that picks up something out the trash and eat. People make fun of that now until it was them, man, and that can happen suddenly, man, in a blink
No,
of an
no.
eye. You know,
Uh, have you seen that movie, The Day After Tomorrow?
gone.
Remember all those rich ass people? They got huddled inside that library, and they were
Oh
all
yeah,
cold as
gone.
shit. And the homeless guy was schooling them how to stay warm. He was bunching up wads of paper and he was shoving them in his jacket. He said, "Yeah, newspaper work the best, but this will do." And all the people were like seeing him like, "What were you doing?" Because he was the homeless man on the street that they were all wouldn't even give him their loose change. And now he was all trying to tell them how to stay warm. You know,
Hey,
just a little snippet.
people make fun of them homeless people, but hey, when shit hit the fan, they already know how to sleep outside. They already know how to survive,
Uh,
man. You
that's a good
know,
point out. Just like those Jakes in the third world countries, they know how to
God,
go without a little bit longer.
they know how to fish.
Yep,
They know how to fish. They know how to clean the fish out. They know how to cook it. You
clean their
know,
own bodies.
clean,
That's why I tell people,
God,
hey, go get go get a box of wet wipes, man. Because when I'm in the field, for a couple of days, man, and you don't have any access to water, man, you give yourself a wipey shower, man. Get your armpit, get all that stuff. Which, hey, man, when you're running for your life, you're not gonna be concerned about that. But let's say hypothetically that you're stuck in your house, and you got a few things, man. Especially for the Jakes that got kids, man, you got to get certain things. Obviously, at the end of the day, our faith is in YAHAWASHI, but you're gonna get a few things, you know, to be able to sustain yourself. You know that's just common sense. Look at the ancient men. Do you think that they just got enough for the week and then they were set? You know, They can't go to grocery stores. No, they had to be self-sustainable, as the best of their ability.
Man. Hey, this thing is heating up really fast, man. And they putting the squeeze on, Jake right now, man. Y'all don't see it now, but hey, these people about to come down with that great wrath, man. Things is definitely speeding up. Like I said, look, we in November, man.
Yep.
People in the beginning of the year, people were saying next year was gonna be the year from hell. So Lord willing, it do, you know. You got anything else you want to say, King?
I'll get a closer up and that's it.
God.
Just real quick, Salakia. Because hey, man, people will always like to say, hey, what we're speaking about is a little harsh, and we shouldn't be as hard on Jake. Maybe we should cradle you with some fucking warm milk and some cookies. Nah, man, when all hell's about to break loose, for example, if you see somebody in the middle of the road, and a big old semi truck is coming, are you gonna say, "Excuse me, sir"? "Excuse me, sir"? No, you're gonna say, get out of the way, move, get your ass out the way. It's not gonna sound nice. And that's what we're telling you, Jake, that Jacob's trouble and this charagma is coming. So prepare yourself in the spirit first and foremost by repenting and coming back to YAHAWASHI, watching the elders and apostles and getting built up in the spirit for that when that day you have some oil in your lamp and you're not like the 5 foolish virgins that go trying to learn all this stuff last minute when there's not even the internet up. This is the time to get it, not when shit hits the fan. So this is my closer. This is first Titus 1:13. This witness is true. Wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. Because we're giving you the full truth and nothing but the truth. So help us, God, like they always like to say in their courts, we're the real true judges, not some fucking pasty ass cracker out there with a wooden mallet saying guilty just to try to get a quick lunch, man.
And big
So fuck
ass
this place
coat,
and fuck
big
these
ass
fucking
poncho.
crackers too, man. Devils, bro.
My close is I'm gonna go with Isaiah 65 and I'm gonna start at 12. Therefore, will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. And how does he call, man? Like I said earlier, through those prophets and the elders and apostles, man. When I spake, he did not hear. So when you heard Nahar out there, hey, America's gonna be destroyed, yeah, and then you walk off, you did not hear, man. You just marked yourself instantly, man. It takes like that to be marked either judgment or salvation, man. But did evil before mine eyes and did not choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore, thus said the Lord, YAHAWASHI outside, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So when all hell breaking loose, hey man, best believe those same people that was walking up to camps scoffing, you don't know what you're talking about, this and that. Hey, we're gonna run into you when Jacob's trouble, and you're gonna be stomach touching your back, man. While we looking healthy, we just ate, man. We just had a full course meal, man.
We gained a couple pounds. We gained a couple pounds.
Man. And we're gonna be out there voicing. People gonna be like, oh man, why these men so happy? And you're gonna know you got that Dawah too, man. People's gonna see that, They're gonna know, oh man, he must be doing something right. How's you doing this? Who you worship?
Man.
So
what was it, like it says in Job 5, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the field. Roughly paraphrasing. So hey, when all this is going on, we're gonna have that mind state to understand why these things are happening. Because that's gonna be the number one question on everybody's mind. Why this? Why that? Why this? Why is there no power? Why is there no water? Why is there a tank in the street? And we're gonna understand what's exactly going on. Through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI.
And that's why scripture say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Yep, Isaiah 33.
That's why, man, because when all shit is happening, we know why, we know what's coming, man. Y'all gonna be out there with no head on y'all bodies, just running around in circles, man, trying to find answers.
Yep.
It's gonna be too late. Talking over, man. Action now.
Yeah.
Jake wanted to talk, and then when the action starts, oh no, wait, hold on, slow down. No, slow down, please. Nah, ain't no slowing down,
Hey,
man.
Hey, like that's why scriptures describe Jacob's trouble to birth pains. Because you ever seen a woman get pregnant, as soon as those contractions start, and even no matter how much she wants those contractions to start and that baby not to come, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse until ultimately that baby is born. No stopping it. You ain't going to push that baby back in the womb. So, hey, man, it's serious times we're coming into.
Hey, well, Abu Watazar, this lesson was edifying, man. Hey, Salakia, once again, we couldn't get the brother. We're having a lot of technical difficulties with the brother Yohanan, but Lord willing, we get him right and going, set him up perfectly so he be on these lives and lessons, smoothly, man. Because you know how Esau Edom, this weak technology is, man. So he was supposed to be the third, but Lord willing, this video was still edifying, You got anything else you want to say, Nahar?
No, just to the brother that got kicked out because of the technology. Hey, man, that brother would be here if he could, but it is what it is. We'll get it figured out, Lord willing, by the next lesson. So that's all I got, King.
Kai, with that, we want to give all honors, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Mahashem, YAHAWASHI, Mahashem, Rakah, Kadash. Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. Shalom to Akim and Akwarev that tuned in. Double honor to apostles and elders of GMS. Once again, who rule well and teach well. Like our apostle Paul likes to say, on to the next lesson. Hey, you're only as good as the last lesson, man. Right? Hey, keep leveling up, Kings. We're literally almost out of here. Like I said, man, we're not talking about that famine no more. We're going on to the Quran, but Jacob's trouble now, man. Because that's what's about to happen next. Mark my words, man. Scripture speaks, man. Scripture is alive, man. So, hey, till next time, DTA.
ZA and Bob soon, man.
The Bible ball soon, man. We almost out of here, Kings. Keep leveling up. And most importantly, keep working, man. It's a lot of work still that needs to be done. But, hey, we getting close to that reward. In a minute, the Most High gonna pull us off the streets, off the internet, man. Keep working, man. Until next time, DTA, a Bible ball soon, and Shalom.
Shalom.